Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron. Let me double check. I should have done this earlier. Okay, it is actually supposed to be Jonathan's day and he is ready to go, so Stitch just going to have to miss his start, and that's okay. We can deal with that. So we'll say I'm recording this. I think the tornado warning for my area just passed, but still under severe thunderstorm warning. It kind of messed up my recording a little bit. I wanted to start earlier, but if I was going to have to suddenly leave and go take shelter somewhere and then also possibly lose power and all that good stuff, I didn't really want to start this and have to start again. So I waited out the worst of it, and now it's almost 4 o'clock as I get started. I usually like to, on a normal day, be done around 4 o'clock. But regardless, I'm sure we still got a good game ahead of us here. Game 2 with the Cubs. We'll get the bench guys in tomorrow. So I'm sure you saw Jonathan on the mound today. Stitch will just have to get his start the next time around. And here is Matt Merton to start things off for the Cubs, and Jonathan will start him off with a palm ball for strike one. Oh, and 2. And it's down and away. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down, Orlando Cabrera to the plate. If you missed it in the recap, I actually wrote a longer than usual one because the off-the-field moves were much more interesting than what happened on the field. So, what happened was the Red Sox and the Cubs made it looks like a straight-up trade, unless, I guess there might have been some cash involved, I'm not sure. But traded Gary Matthews Jr. for David Ortiz, which obviously would never have happened in our reality, but in this season, Matthews was hitting like over 400, having quite a season out there in center field. The Red Sox just one game behind the Yankees, so probably looking for something to get over that hump. And I don't know what Ortiz's numbers look like coming over, so he might have been struggling. I don't know. As Jonathan walks Carlos Pena. So anyway, that happened, I think, 4 or 5 days ago now, apparently. And just a day or two after that, the Cubs picked up Orlando Cabrera just as a free agent. He apparently was just looking for a team to land on, and the Cubs decided to give him a shot. And displaced J.J. Hardy, who must not be hitting like they want him to. So that explains why the Cubs have the lineup that they do now. Ted Lilly on the mound, and in case you happen to miss that, the Cubs went scoreless in the top of the first. Kester will lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning, and the first pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Pops this one up right by second base. Cabrera will make that grab. Marvin at the plate. He will bat right-handed. I want to say he was right-handed all of yesterday as well, though I can't remember that for sure at the end of the game. Line drive, but it's pulled well foul. Makes it an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, Chief at the plate. First pitch is called a strike. A swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So neither team scores, neither team gets a hit, although only one of them still has a perfect game going. We go into the second inning where Rongo will take his turn at the plate. And he is behind on that fastball. fouls this pitch away to make it 0-2. Home ball gets a swing and a miss, and that is the first out of the inning. Santana to the plate. He will look at strike one on a fastball. And that home ball misses outside. That pitch just a bit high. There's a swing and a miss on the slider. Makes it 2-2. Called strike three. That will bring Cannon to the plate. First pitch is just outside. Ground ball. Jonathan watches Kester grab that. And that will end the top of the second. Still scoreless, still no hits. Terry will lead things off in the bottom half of the inning for the Squirrels. Terry had a couple hits yesterday, so maybe he's out of his little mini slump. Grounds this one to first, though. Pena will take care of that. One away. That will bring Frank to the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. And that pitch misses up and out. We got a 1-1 count. Lily comes back with a changeup. Frank whiffs on it. Hits this one, and it'll get down into left field for the first Squirrels base runner of the day. Tom to the plate. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch is called a strike. Tom got his, what was he up to now? 7th home run of the year. I think that puts him 4 behind Terry for the team lead. Has a 2-2 count in this at-bat, and he will make it a full count. Only 1 out, so I imagine Frank will stay put. He does, but Tom looks at strike 3. Zach to the plate with 2 outs. Runner still on first. First pitch, he is behind on a fastball. Hits this into center field, and it will get down for a base hit. Puts runners on first and second with 2 outs. Joey at the plate, who has been hitting well all year, really, but, oh, we got a wild pitch. Not great timing if you're Ted Lilly, though I guess it could be worse. It could happen again. Runners on second and third, and a 2-0 count at the plate. Joey taking all the way, looks at strike 1. Swings and misses at a slider to make it 2-2. Bounces that curveball in. It's a full count, 2 outs. Runners, though, don't have to run. And that's a walk. Maybe slightly intentional by Lilly. Jonathan at the plate is hitting 80. Has the bases loaded with 2 outs. He is quickly behind 0-2. Jonathan does not chase that curveball, nor does he chase that fastball. It's 2-2 now. And it's a full count. Runners will take off. Jonathan hits a ground ball to first. All the drama, but Lilly gets out of the jam. Still 0-0 as we go to the third, where Pablo Ozuna will lead things off. Jonathan will start him off with a curveball in the dirt. And this fastball is inside. There's a called strike. Another called strike makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away, Ted Lilly at the plate. He did manage to get a home run, hitting 125 otherwise. Has a ground ball to second, and that's 2 outs. That's also the first time through the Cubs order. 4 strikeouts for Jonathan the first time through, although I now can't remember if Burton was one of those or not, because I was busy talking about the Cubs' moves. That's the first Cubs base hit, their second base runner. 1 on, 2 outs. Orlando Cabrera popped out in his first at-bat. There's a called strike. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. And down and away makes it 1-2. Check over on first. Now Jonathan to the plate. Gets a swing and a miss on the palm ball, and that will end the top of the third inning. We are still scoreless as we go to the bottom half of the inning, where Kester will lead things off. Kester popped out at his first at-bat. Let's see, Lilly struck out 3 Squirrels the first trip through. Kester with an 0-2 count. This pitch is too high, maybe outside as well. Probably not though, I think just high. This one's high and inside, makes it 2-2. Kester, a ground ball. Lilly fields it himself off the back of the mound. 1 away. Marvin struck out swinging in his first at-bat. This one catches the inside corner. That one is too low. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Chief struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We're through the first third of the game. No score. A combined 3 hits, I believe. Yeah, for both teams. So this game might depend on who can get into the other's bullpen first. Carlos Pena took a walk in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 to start this at-bat. Swings and misses at a palm ball. Another palm ball fouled back. Still 0-2. Ground ball. Jonathan will grab that and throw it to first. 1 down. Carlos Quinton to the plate. Does have his average up over 200 after yesterday's game. Had a little bit better day. Still only sitting at 204 and 1 home run. Not great for your cleanup hitter. Little surprised the Cubs haven't made a change there. He grounds out to Joey in this at-bat. 2 away. Rongo struck out in his first at-bat. And first pitch is too high. Swing and a miss will make it 1-1. That palm ball inside. Comes back with the fastball, called a strike. It's 2-2, 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless. The Squirrels will start off with Terry at the plate. Ted Lilly winds and delivers a curveball for strike 1. Popped up right at the plate. Rongo makes the play right where the umpire was standing. He backed out of the way. Frank got a base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Hits a line drive through the middle of the infield. That'll be another base hit. Tom struck out after working a full count in his first at-bat. Swings far too early on a changeup. That one bounces in. A pretty good stop by Rongo, really, behind the plate. Tom pops this up, but it'll make the seats in foul territory. It's a 1-2 count. This one bounces in again. It's 2-2. Frank takes off. He steals second, but Tom struck out at the plate looking at strike 3. So 2 outs, but a runner in scoring position. Zach takes strike 1 on a call he did not like. This one is low. 1-1. Another bounced in changeup. Lilly working dangerous out here, especially after having 2 wild pitches already. This pitch is fouled away. It's 2-2. Line drive, but right to Ozuna at third, and that will end the inning. Still scoreless as we go into the 5th. Santana will open things up at the plate for the Cubs. Santana struck out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. Oh, fastball fired right at Santana's head, and he's brushed back. Palm ball inside makes it 2-1. This pitch is too low. It's a 3-1 count. Jonathan puts over a slider that gets popped up to second. 1 away. That will bring Cannon to the plate. He ground out, I believe, to short in his first at-bat. That first pitch is too high. Pops this one in the air. Frank coming in, but he's not going to get there. That'll drop in for a 1-out single. That will bring Ozuna to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. Feels like Jonathan from the stretch for the first time in a while. Ozuna swings and misses. It's a 1-1 count. That palm ball did not palm. Makes it 2-1, goes back to it, gets a swing and a miss this time. 2-2. Swings and misses at the slider for strike 3. That will bring Lilly to the plate. Ground up to second in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Looks at strike 2. And that pitch too high. Lilly doesn't chase it. Ooh, good pitch, but Jonathan does not get the call. Makes it 2-2. Fires in another fastball, and Lilly is behind it for the last out of the inning. We are still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 5 combined hits for the teams. Joey will lead things off for the Squirrels. Joey was walked in his first at-bat. First plate appearance, I guess I should say. To load the bases, but then Jonathan couldn't take advantage. Joey comes up with the base hit, and that's exactly why I think Lilly was actually fine walking Joey, given the circumstances. Jonathan is showing bunt. Gets down a foul one, which means I guess he didn't really get it down. Pulls back, and it is a ball. Puts the bat back out there. Pulls back, tries to slash at it, but he's behind it. 1-2. Called strike 3. 1 down, runner on first. Kester is 0 for 2. Lilly's starting to wipe his brow. That might be the best sign for the Squirrels. 2-0 count on Kester. That one's too high. It's 3-0. There's a pitch right down the middle. Kester taking all the way. Hits this one into center field. It'll get down for a base hit, but Joey will have to stay at second base. Marvin at the plate is struck out in both at-bats. 1 out, 2 on. First pitch is outside. This one is inside, makes it 2-0. There's a called strike. Marvin taking till strike 1, apparently. That one not real close. It's 3-1. Lobs one over. Marvin took it. It's a full count now. Hits this one. It's going to be a ground ball to third. They go to second with it, and that's the only out that the Cubs get. And they will have to go to their bullpen. Taylor Tankersley is going to take over here. He has not been super effective against us, but I suppose that's why they're in last place. They probably don't have that many great options. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Chief has struck out in both at-bats so far. First one against Tankersley, obviously. Looks at a backdoor slider and then grounds this one right to Ozuna, who will throw to first. And once again, get the Cubs out of a jam. Still scoreless as we go into the 6th, where Matt Merton will lead things off for the Cubs. Merton is 1 for 2 today. First pitch, called a strike on a high fastball. Hit sharply up the middle. That will get through for a base hit. Orlando Cabrera, 0 for 2. Popped out and struck out. Looks at a ball outside. Hits this one just foul down the third base line. 1-1. Swings and misses at the palm ball to make it 1-2. Slider out of the zone. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 on, 1 out. Carlos Pena has walked in ground out today. First pitch called a strike. Pena thought it was outside. Then swings and misses at what was supposed to be a palm ball. Fastball in the dirt. Tom makes the stop. This one hit into shallow left. Oh, Chief makes the catch. Bad base running, but Merton able to get back. It was a long throw for Chief. It's about the only saving grace there. Merton just caught way too far off the bag. Pena grounds out to Chief, and that will end the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Sorry, he's got a coughing fit. Terry's going to lead things off in the bottom of the 6th. He is 0 for 2 today. Hits this one back towards the middle. Tankersley is able to field it. 1 away. Frank, 2 for 2. Pair of singles today. Watches that fastball up by his face. That one was probably high as well, and Frank grounds it out to Santana. 2 down. Tom is struck out looking in both at-bats. Looks at strike 1 here. Looks at strike 2 on the changeup. Hits this one. At least he's going to ground out instead of strike out. And that will end the 6th inning. So I guess we're going to let Jonathan keep going into the 7th, where Rongo will lead things off for the Cubs. He has struck out in both at-bats so far. First pitch, called a strike. Slider, backdoor slider for strike 2. Palm ball fouled away. Still 0-2. Jonathan winds. Fires in a fastball that gets grounded Joey. He takes it on a short hop and throws over to first. 1 down. Santana at the plate. He is 0 for 2. A strikeout and a flyout. Looks at strike 1. Palm ball swung on and missed. That has been, it's always been a good pitch, but it seems especially effective today. Oh, that one fouled back, but Tom couldn't quite catch up to it. I wondered if he might take a dive at it, but he did not. That slider hit towards the middle, and that will get through for a base hit. 1 out single brings Cannon to the plate, who got a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch is too low. Second pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Swing and a miss way behind that slider for the second out of the inning. Brings Ozuna to the plate. He has struck out swinging both times so far and starts off with the strike over the inside corner in this at-bat. Another slider gets a ground ball that Jonathan will field himself. And that will bring us to the 7th inning stretch. 9 hits, but no runs. Zach will lead things off after the break. Zach at the plate. Tankersley still on the mound. And he blows that fastball by Zach. Slider doesn't make it back to the plate. And then a fastball out of the zone. Makes it 2-1. Oh, behind again on a fastball. You know, he's not throwing hard. Hits this one, but right to Ozuna at third. He's been busy over there the last few innings. That will bring Joey to the plate. It's starting to sound a little weird outside. Not sure if I should be worried, but hopefully we're getting close to the end of the game so I can get out of here without an incident. Joey has a 1-2 count. This one line just foul down the right field line. 1-2. This one's going to be pulled foul the other way. Neither one off by much. This one's going to stay fair, and it does get down in front of Carlos Quinton. We are going to pinch hit here. Let's see if Phil can get a hit. He seems to be the logical choice for a double switch here. His first at-bat of the day. We'll start off with a swing and a miss. Say check over on Joey at first. He's not really fast. He's got a good arm, but he is not fleet of foot at short. Has a 1-1 count, Phil does. Make it 1-2 after he looks at strike 2. And he is behind on that fastball for strike 3. Kester 1 for 3, got a base hit in his last at-bat. That pitch is too low. Bounces in the changeup, makes it 2-0. Another check over on first. There's a called strike, makes it 2-1. Another called strike on the outside, makes it 2-2. That was not going to get over Santana's head, unfortunately, so that will end the 7th inning. We're still waiting on a run. The Cubs have the pitcher spot coming up in the 8th. We're going to have to put in a pitcher, which I guess will be Gonzalez. That's who normally comes in after Jonathan. Now we'll see if the Cubs pinch hit. They should. I honestly have no idea if they will or not, but they should. Now they're going to let Tankersley hit, and he is hitting like a relief pitcher for sure. He looks at strike 1. Although I said Tankersley hasn't been effective, but he has been effective today, clearly. He strikes out on 3 pitches. 1 out. Matt Merton is 2 for 3. Struck out in his first at-bats, got hits in each of his last 2. So he swings and misses at a splitter that he probably didn't need to swing at. Swings and misses at another splitter. Gonzalez goes to the cutter and gets a pop-up in front of second base. Joey makes the grab, and that will bring Cabrera to the plate. He is 0 for 3, popped out and then 2 strikeouts. That first cutter is too far outside. Swing and a miss on the splitter. That's been working for him today. Blows by a fastball at 95. Another 93-mile-an-hour fastball freezes Cabrera for the last out of the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still looking for a run. Marvin will start things off. Marvin is 0 for 3, still batting right-handed. I think I bumped the mic there. He's going to start off with a 2-0 count here, though. Tankersley is getting tired. Marvin into center field, but it's going to be pretty much right to Cannon. Didn't move a little bit, but still a pretty easy play. Chief is 0 for 3. A couple strikeouts and then a ground out as he watches that ball hit the dirt. Backdoor slider for strike 1. Ground ball to second. That'll make 2 outs. Terry 0 for 3 on the day. Looks at a fastball down the middle. Hits this one, but it's going to be a harmless ground ball to first. We go to the 9th. Still no runs. Carlos Pena due up for the Cubs, and I guess we're going to stick with Gonzalez. Pena walked in his first at-bat, 0 for 2 since. Gonzalez gets a glove on it. Can Phil clean it up in time? He cannot. That will go down rightfully as an infield hit. And now we get a pinch runner. J.J. Hardy's going to come in. Go from a speed 6 to a speed 9. Carlos Quinton, I don't believe, has a hit today. Looks at strike 1. That one high, maybe outside as well. Cutter swung on and missed. Makes it 1-2. Splitter gets put into right field for a base hit. Zach's going to have to go back towards the wall. Gets it back in before a run can score, but the Cubs suddenly, this is their first real threat of the game. Nobody out, 2 runners in scoring position, one of their better hitters up. As Rongo looks at strike 1. That Splitter's too far inside. Ground ball, it's going to go foul though. Straight back, 1-2. This would be a big strikeout if Gonzalez can get it. Goes to the Splitter, as you would imagine he would, and he does get the swing and a miss. Big strikeout, but not out of the woods yet. Santana will look at strike 1. Ground ball fouled over by the first base coach. Another Splitter for a strikeout. Now it goes with the fastball in the dirt. Tom stops it. There's a Splitter, but it's outside. 2-2. Back to the Splitter. This time gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 outs now. Gonzalez got to be feeling better, but he still has to get Cannon. Starts him off with a ball and then a strike. Fastball nearly hits him. This fastball more over the plate, and Cannon is behind it. And goes to the changeup. That was a pretty beautiful piece of pitching there by Gonzalez, and he gets out of the jam. So the Cubs evened up the hits on the scoreboard, but things still remain even with the zeros on the run side. The Cubs are going to keep Hardy in the game at short. David Ortiz is going to come in and play first. Tankersley staying in for now. Frank at the plate takes strike 1 and fouls this one back to make it 0-2. Another fouled back pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tom 0 for 3 on the day. Watches that fastball go low. Looks like this will be the last batter for Tankersley, one way or the other. Gets the call on that changeup up in the zone. Tom, I think, just walked it off. His 8th home run of the year, a 436-foot shot to pretty much dead center. And it was indeed Tankersley's last batter of the day. Your final score, Chicago Cubs 0, Indianapolis Squirrels 1. And there is really only one highlight you need, though they got to fill a little bit of time. The Squirrels out-hit the Cubs by 1, and that one hit went over the fence, and that's all they needed today. Right at that palm tree. One more look at it. All right, wouldn't you know it, Tom's your player of the game. So thank you everybody for watching. That one turned out a bit more exciting than I thought. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got one more against the Cubs tomorrow. We will see you then.